Welcome to today's podcast. My name's Sean.
My name is Talon.
Hello.
What's Justine? Uh-oh.
Whoa.
We're breaking stuff.
Already.
And the wives are here too. Minus Sean's.
Yeah, minus mine.
Minus the one that's actually a wife.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. We're recording on some different software today, guys, so...
Because the software we use fucking sucks.
Those one or two listeners that are out there, give us some feedback.
It's 5, counting all 5 of us.
Wow.
Just kidding.
There's a total of 6, but...
No, Gary, I think, shout out to Gary, I think he said he subscribed to it. Yes, he listens to it.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's nice of him.
Thank you, Gary.
I gotta fix
You're
the
a
last
fucking
3
trooper.
episodes, but I don't think
It's
I'm
Gary
gonna
Rip.
Gary Riptide.
Riptide.
Roll
I
Tide.
was just maxing it out.
Yeah, probably don't try and do that.
No. Yeah, so sorry to our listeners that actually do listen, because the last 3 episodes seem to not have audio with them. So we'll try.
In Soundtrap, I can go into the studio and I can play it and we have audio. So audio is there.
Yes,
Just
we
for
did.
some reason uploaded without the audio, even though doesn't make any sense.
Do you want to make that announcement now or towards the end about the whole thing we plan on doing?
Oh, for the tubes? You can go ahead.
Okay, so we're probably planning on making a YouTube channel, and we're going to upload all of our audios to it. Eventually, we will be doing video, but at least that's another place that you can listen and subscribe if you want. And skits.
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 Gotta do some schizophrenia.
Skits, Mark.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Yeah. We should make skits today.
Do some
Yeah.
skits.
Yeah, we're going to be doing
Do some
baseball stuff.
skits.
That's something we could talk about off the bat, is our recent obsession with baseball.
Well, that's
Yeah, I
America's
think I'm done
pastime,
spending
right?
money on baseball stuff now.
Yes.
Luckily, there's only like a small initial cost, and then you should be done for a while.
Pretty
Unless
much.
a bat breaks or you need to buy more balls.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess a glove breaks, but that's
Yeah,
not likely.
most of the time you're not going to deal with anything like that.
Especially if we're only going to play once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. Just to confirm, we're not like going into any minor league or anything like that.
Well, not yet.
No.
Well, not
Yeah.
yet. It's soon in
I think we all
Taylor's
need to get in shape, get a
Yeah.
lot more practice.
Way more practice.
I definitely lost all my breath running to first base.
I was doing the same thing.
Tell you what, though, hitting a couple of those home runs, and you're just sitting there watching that ball fly, you're like,
Schmack. It feels
this is awesome.
good. Yeah.
It's like when you get that. It's like that perfect shot in golf when you just watch that ball fly. And
Can't
you're just
relate.
like,
Well, I'm still so
Oh, it sucks.
angry about the fucking
It's like that
fact
perfect
that
throwing football for you, Justin.
perfect throw in football, perfect
Yeah.
shot in golf,
Yeah.
home run hitter.
I think it's easy to
Good
throw
smack in
perfect
cricket. I don't
football
know how
throw.
that works.
I-
I think you're supposed to hit the ball
Baseball.
backwards. I don't
hey,
remember.
you know what? Let's do this right now. Look up what the whole point of cricket is. I don't get it. It's the number 2 sport in the world. I don't understand how it
Number
works.
1 being soccer.
Soccer, yes.
Football.
Cricket is a bat and ball game played between 2 teams of 11 players on a field at the center of which is 22 yards.
Meters, 20 meters.
No, this is
20 meter
America.
pitch.
Wicket.
How
What is
many
it? Bald eagles.
bacons
With
is
a
that?
paddle that you got from a
How many
canoe.
strips of bacon? Not Canadian bacon.
Yeah, fuck that shit. That shit's weird.
The batting side score
Umpires.
runs by striking the ball at one of the wickets.
Well, they're supposed to like throw it at you and hit the ground and make it bounce at you. Basically, I think it was a lot of people that tried to play baseball and they're like, "We're way better at this."
Mm-hmm. By the looks of it, it seems like you have the 2 things at the end, and the thrower's trying to throw it at your sticks, and the bat's trying to hit their sticks.
Is that the point? The bat's supposed to hit the sticks?
I
You're supposed to hit the
don't
sticks?
fucking know.
I don't think that if we had a video game to try and teach us how to play this, we
Yeah,
just
they don't
learn.
quite make like a cricket video game.
I think they do.
How
Actually,
is
yes,
this?
They do.
How
They're
is this
right.
the number 2 sport? Because I hear that these things go on 4 days.
16th century southeastern England.
I wonder if it's a very offensive game or if it's a very defensive game. Because the thing about soccer is a very defensive game. Basketball is very offensive.
Maybe
So-
after this we can watch like a video.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't want to
think we're
support the
gonna-
numbers.
Well, at least just the rules.
We don't want to bump up their metrics, all right?
Yeah.
It's already a very all white. Oh, okay, all white kick. Okay.
Oh,
I
you're
definitely-
like, oh!
I just saw all white, and I was like, huh?
Well, at first it was, and then India realized that
Well,
they're
of
really
course.
good at it. And Pakistan.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah, back to baseball.
Yeah.
I am kind of excited to try out Nixon because I've never been there to play on their diamonds. Or anything.
I've been there a lot, but I
Yeah.
never played on there.
I only went
They're
there
good
for
diamonds.
the skate park. So.
Carly and I grew up in families that played softball twice a week.
Did not.
Well,
I
I
did
used to go to Cooperstown. That's where I would go if I was going anywhere. But unfortunately, it's a paintball field now, which I hear is a good time. You
I
went,
know
right?
the
You
owner.
went, yeah. Did you go? Have you went?
I've
No,
never done
I,
that.
I didn't do it, but I saw it.
Oh, you haven't went and did it. Okay.
I know the owner though, so that's cool.
Oh, nice. You can get a discount.
Maybe he's the same guy that owns the gun store.
Which one? Not just
No, the one that's in town.
Shoepex?
Shoepex?
No, the one
You're not
where I
friends
always
with
tell
them.
you to do it.
Yeah, that
No, I'm not
still
friends
in
with
contact.
Shoepex.
Yeah, we've had this discussion.
Is this like a backyard, back of a van type store?
No, he has his own store.
Oh, okay.
He sells
Back of
guns and
abandons.
ammo and sheds. That's his side thing, is sheds. If you ever go on, Page Ave, and you're heading towards downtown, you'll see a bunch of sheds and a white
that his
building.
spot?
That's his.
Interesting.
It's very the gun vault is what it's called.
Never
Is
been.
that there too? So does he sell guns and sheds at the same place?
I'm assuming so.
You go in there to buy an AR-15, walk out with a $2,500 shed.
Hell yeah! There it is.
He goes, buy a shed, get an AR-15, 50% off.
50% off.
50.
50.
Not a bad.
Well, it depends
I feel
because
like I've seen that logo before.
TGB.
My dad wears his shirts a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's probably where.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gotcha. Is he a gunsmith or just a gun sailor?
He sells.
Just
Yeah, well, I think he does some smithing because I've seen his office.
some
And
smitties.
It's a cool shirt. I like that. I'd buy a shirt like that.
he does a lot of those gun shows that you see in like Lansing and Jackson and Mason.
Ooh, check
Gotcha.
that out. Tennessee
that's
whiskey.
cool. That's really
I don't
cool.
know,
His name's Mike. Mike's a good guy.
Laser etched pistol grip.
Look at that.
That's cool. An engraved 1911.
22 of 47. That's pretty sweet. That is
Oh,
not-
there it is,
There you
Justin.
go.
That's your gun.
Next
Cheetah
gun.
print.
JFK.
Yeah. He's got
Weird for any
pistols, he's got
listeners.
shotguns, he's got rifles, he's got scopes.
So he also runs
So
the
is it
night
3?
ops.
Could run over there afterward if you guys aren't doing anything.
He's not
Check it
gonna be
out.
there, I know that.
Don't need
Good.
to meet him. We can
I
just
know.
look in the store.
Yeah, but Mike's cool.
Guys, see Mike.
Mike. Guess
What
what
day is
day
Mike?
it isn't? Wednesday.
Saturday.
Hump day. I said what day it isn't.
Oh, I said what day it is.
So yeah, tricked you. But we
Anyway.
should have some extra players today, which will be
That's good.
nice.
Today?
Yeah.
Minus Riley, yeah.
Today?
Yeah, I got a buddy from work. He might bring
We were
friends.
doing Sunday.
And then
Faggots.
Well,
Sorry.
the rain's
What?
The rain's gonna be done here in a little while.
Okay. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, because
well, I said weather dependent.
Weather dependent. Okay. Alright.
Don't you remember in the text?
Yeah, well,
Let
it
me go
just
back
sounded
in and
more
show
like
ya.
we were
What was that
solid
other
for
thing-
Sunday.
What was
I
that
don't
thing that you read wrong?
know. What red?
He thought that the
Red
podcast
rat.
was going to be tomorrow.
That's right.
Well, I just because we had set stuff up for Saturday, so I just figured that, or for Sunday, so I figured that we were just taking our time slot and just in Sunday. My bad.
It's okay.
Happens.
Supposed to go to my mom's later, but I guess not.
Nope. Tell your mom to come out.
She out here selling plates and stuff.
Plate.
Well, my stepdad is
Plates?
selling plates.
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun. You would much rather do that than play baseball, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Bring your stepdad.
He's cooking to make money to sell plates.
Well, tell him to take a break.
It's like a
not how
a
money is
miniature
made, Taylor.
restaurant.
Huh?
It's like a miniature restaurant, basically.
Is it
Yeah.
like a food
So
truck?
Taylor
So
said
he just cooks out of his backyard. He's got a big, yeah, I
said
see.
maybe Sunday, and I said Danielle and Brie wouldn't be able to.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He's like, or we can see what happens, meaning today. And I
To be
said,
fair-
let's still plan for tomorrow, which was yesterday.
To power.
Shut up. And Sunday we'll be back up. How do you get this confused?
I don't know, man. Because I only take and I
read.
get notifications.
You were like
I
the
looked and there's 12 of
extreme-
them, and I read like maybe 3, and then I'm like, all right, cool, Saturday or Sunday.
So according to this, it's supposed to rain between 3 and 4.
If it stops after that, then it's fine.
But yeah, you see at baseball fields, they
Yeah, they
always
wet the sand.
Yeah, they wet the sand. It's
Well,
better.
yeah, just keep the dust down.
Exactly.
That's all
So
it's
it's going to
for.
be actually
Because
beneficial
we're
when we
running that
play.
fast that we were kicking up dust.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
I was.
Speak
I don't
for
know
yourself.
what you
I
were
had
doing,
dust
but
in
we
my
were
shoes.
hauling ass.
Coming from Talon says a lot.
Well, yeah. Especially, like, you do that jackass thing where you hit the ball, and you're kind of, like, trotting to first, and then it actually, like, works, and then you're sitting there and you're hauling ass from first to second.
For whatever reason, you're good at kickball.
Oh, yeah.
Kickball's not hard.
Yeah, I know, but he's
But we
actually
only
he
had
actually
2
sends,
fielders.
Yeah, but he still sends it.
Yeah, it'd get
I
caught
was
immediately if we
hitting
asked
my-
you.
I kept hitting my shin.
I almost killed Danielle, too.
Well, that
Yeah.
first kick, I smacked that front, just that
Came
front
right at me.
ankle shin part, and I was
Oh,
standing
I
for
could
like
have.
20
I'd be
minutes. I was
pissed
like,
if you would
damn.
have caught that. You're just
My
like,
first kick was
you're
right
out.
on
I
my
was in utter
swollen
shock.
baseball to the
Just-
shin injury.
Sorry. Tanner and I are having
Awkward
a discussion.
silence.
You guys are having a discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
sorry,
is great
you're-
for podcast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For the one people that actually listen to you or us.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
Yeah, good luck
we
following
were talking
each
about
of
how I
those
almost killed
conversations.
Danielle.
Yeah, how I almost got fucking
Yeah, I wasn't
yeeted.
looking at that point. I was looking for the ball
Yeah.
The ball was in me.
in your face.
Yeah, pretty much. Or when Riley chucked the ball at me when I was running.
Catch the ball. Oh no, never mind. Yeah.
She's not supposed to. She's
I was
supposed to
just trying to
avoid.
make my way there, but
Making
Riley
my way
made
to
its
the
way
base,
there before
get
me.
in
Oh,
smack.
yeah, because you didn't look at the ball.
This is an official.
Now I'm
If I
gonna
looked
have a
at the
heart
ball,
attack.
If you would have looked at the ball, you
Ba-na-na-na-na.
could have like skirt and dodge it, matrix.
There was
shit.
no way I would have skirt and dodged it when it hit me like here.
She's gonna
If you
skirt.
looked,
Skirt and dodge it.
it's a freaking
If you can dodge a
kickball,
ball.
not a dodgeball.
Thank
Well,
God
it's
I
damn
played
near a
dodgeball. I
dodgeball.
would've gotten
It's a large
killed.
dodgeball. It's
Yes.
hard to throw fast.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
fair.
noticed
I
you're
don't know,
wearing
Riley
a tiger
fucking
shirt.
sent that.
That's a comfortable shirt.
Yes.
To be fair. This wasn't just because we plan on playing baseball.
I
It's just
thought it was
it's a comfortable
when
shirt.
you
It was-
got
It was the shirt he decided to wear.
How are the Tigers doing right now?
Bad.
They're-
What's cool about the show is it has live roster for the 2023. I was talking to Justin earlier about it. I asked him if he played the show at all, and
What's the
we both
difference
agreed
between
that
that?
it sucks, or not? It sucks, but that we suck at it.
Oh.
But 2023, the show has a live roster playlist that you can pop on there and
Middle
play
of the
games that are currently
Hey.
like either live or about to be live.
We're still better than the fucking White Sox.
We lost to yesterday. We lost yesterday to
Here,
was
go
it
to
Blue
the
Jays.
ESPN.
Blue Jays.
Aww. That's okay.
Oh yeah, it was
Canadian.
Thursday that we won 9-0, right?
I don't
Did
know.
you see that
On
one
Wednesday.
game between Colorado and the Angels?
No.
Go to ESPN. I'm not even going to tell
Did
you
they
the
have
score.
some angels in the outfield?
Yeah. For this game, yes.
What are
The Rockies.
Rockies.
He's like, I don't want to.
They played 2 games. The Rockies won the first game, but the second game,
Oh shit.
25.
Wow.
25-1.
Wait, they're in a
Was Shohei
series
playing that
currently?
one?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Shohei's.
Yeah.
Speaking of Shohei, man, I mean,
3 home runs for Mike Trout. Is that what that is? Or no, that's hits. But runs. I don't know baseball, guys. Come on now, help me out here.
AB as I think that's at bat.
Yep.
R is runs, which is runs scored. H is hits, I
Yep.
believe.
Yep.
And then BB, what is that?
Baseball.
Baseball. Yeah. I don't know. RBI is runs batter in. Never mind. So the R is not runs. I don't know. I can't remember.
look it up.
3 tries.
How do you
Can
not?
Can
know?
you just?
I
like,
just watched
hover
the
over
sport.
it?
I don't know the rules.
God.
I don't know. I just play the sport. I don't know the rules either.
Exactly. That's why we're playing a friendly game.
Yeah. We're not out on teams and leagues.
No, you should look up baseball terms.
Yeah.
Official
the-
information.
Yeah, let's find this. Youth baseball.
Yes.
Umpires. Official rules about MLB. We should probably look up nomenclature.
Ooh,
Baseball
that's a
words.
good word.
Thanks.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Oh my god.
We're going full guess.
Mm-mm.
I was only off by 1 letter.
Well,
I
you would've
always
lost
do
spelling
that.
bee with that one, Justin.
At least I was in spelling bees.
Is that a flex to be in a spelling bee?
Yeah, but this was like third
grade?
Sorry, you weren't smart enough to be.
What word did you go
Yeah, because
out?
I was too busy in
Guard.
the geography bee.
Guard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Significant
I would have
for
fucked that up too.
Yeah, I know.
No,
G-A-U-R-D?
Did you win?
Or
No,
G-A-R-U-D?
I got out pretty quick.
Cat.
You know who won
COT.
that?
I'm out this bitch.
It was
I don't
I can't remember his last name, but it was Zach something. He was fucking weird.
Hoagland?
No.
Ugh.
It was he stopped going to school for a while.
Cecil?
Maybe?
Was he kind of goofy looking with like glasses?
Did he really like
Yeah.
aliens?
That I don't remember.
Okay,
I just
'cause I
remember
was
he was
friends-
being like
Is
fucking
he a woman
cocky
now?
as shit.
Oh, gotcha.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I used to have a friend in middle school that
I feel like
I
you're like a
don't
really nasally
see
voice.
ever anymore.
That I don't remember.
But he was
So
like
long ago.
obsessed with aliens. I'd go over and hang out with at his place, and we would watch an alien movie. While
then
he
you just
had
stare at
like
the sky?
hundreds of like alien toys and
I thought you
figures
said
and
toilets.
toys and
What
toys.
does he look like?
He's got alien toilets.
He got them toilets over there.
Like the same.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you one thing about this new software. I'm going to be staring at that audio bar just
Yeah,
for
it's-
intensity
it's
the
the-
whole time.
Let's
Can we turn
try
this
not.
down?
I did,
Oh.
but I don't want to do too much for when we're in our low moments.
What we have all
Is
the
it gonna? It's gonna end up like the Joe Rogan podcast. I swear to God, I'll be listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, and they'll be talking, can hear it, and then Joe will be like, the Asians are kidnapping kids and shit, and they're like, huh?
Yeah, but he has
What's
good enough
happening
mics,
where?
and they're all individuals.
Yeah,
you
and
can
they're
still
right in
kind of
his
hear it.
face. Yeah.
This
but if
episode is
you're
sponsored by Athletic Greens.
listening to it in the car, like,
I
it's
wish.
just really
Yes.
Athletic Greens.
You ever? Yeah, I always think it's
AG1.
weird whenever it comes to some of his sponsors. Like, yeah, this episode is sponsored by Stamps.com.
Or Me Undies.
Yeah, MeUndies.
Stamps.com
He goes-
sponsored
He
you.
goes, I'm wearing MeUndies, but you'll never guess what
Your
pattern I'm
volume is
wearing.
up fucking here.
He's
Sorry.
Dude,
I
that's-
hear it in my eardrum. Like, I feel the vibration. You're so loud. I heard
Remember
your
the
stomach.
beginning of the
Yeah.
podcast? Remember the beginning of the podcast?
All right, let's go back to the baseball thing.
Stop screaming.
What about the baseball? All right, so we got at bat, batting average.
the whole time.
Click on it.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
hit H is
assist
hit.
A. Go ahead, you.
So
is it out?
we're looking at bats is AB, hit is H. What we're looking at BB is intentional walk.
Or no,
what
that's
that
IBB.
means. Is that? Oh, okay, IBB.
Runners
Where's
batting.
BB?
IBS.
Yeah, that's just BB. Just
What is
making
that
sure.
one at? Oh, there it is. Walk. BB is a walk. Okay. So, and then RBI, of course, is, I believe, run, batter, in.
Yep.
Run, batted in, I should say. That's what it is. R is run. So, I guess... Oh, so maybe that's him. That's his stats. So he ran, or he got in home once or twice, or whatever. And then RBI is he hit.
You should
other
watch the
people in.
highlights, though, because that game was ridiculous.
There's
It's 25
just to go back to this real
1.
quick. There's so many acronyms.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's a complex game, a little bit. I don't know. You get more of an appreciation of it when you realize, like, how much time you have between pitch and hit. I'm pretty sure the statistics is, like, you have 100th of a second to gauge where that ball's going to be and then hit that ball. But yeah, attendance, 90% attendance at that game.
I bet they were very happy if they were all Angels fans.
Oh yeah.
Were they
the
in, they were
thing
in
is,
the
though,
Rockies.
overall, the Angels are still, like, not
Not
even
bad.
top 10.
Oh.
It's because they have
Just
the
because
two
they
best
crush a team.
players and everybody else.
Just because they crush a team doesn't mean that they're...
Here, let me see where they, out of all 30 teams, let me see where the Angels currently sit.
Of course, why would you not?
I don't think it was
Yeah.
on the 7th.
Go figure.
Was it?
No, I think it was in like June.
Yeah, June, so 6/25.
Oh, 6:25.
Wow.
When'd you get 7/7? Isn't
I don't
that
know.
today?
No,
Well, that
yeah.
was
Was
right
that,
his ass.
that was yesterday.
It was yeah.
The Angels
Colorado
are
Rockies.
19th in the league right now. That sucks.
We got little pitch.
Oh, and after this, I want you to look at the pitcher for the White Sox. I remember watching him pitch, and I was just like, I understand that everybody has their own little bit of an individual way of pitching or doing things, but I'm like, dude,
So, we were, oh, that's a good hit.
it's Mike Trout right there.
And it's out. That's a classic get up. I like that.
The stripes.
Yeah, well, his get up with the really tall socks and whatnot. we were playing MLB, and I was playing the Groundbreakers team, which is a team full of groundbreaking players from, you know, the 50s, 40s, whatever. And so, like, not Reggie Jackson, sorry. Fuck is his name? Something Jackson. I can't seem to think of his name. 42. What?
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, that's it. I don't fucking
Jackson.
know. I don't know.
Jackie
anyway,
Robinson.
So Jackie Robinson was on the team.
Jackie
and
could
whatnot.
be short for Jackson.
So
Jackson.
there was a
True.
in that game you can pick your pitchers and all that stuff. So I picked a pitcher, and this pitcher would wind up. He would go up, bring his arm back, go around, and then throw. And it fucked with Alexa so bad that she could never hit the fucking ball.
Well, it makes sense. It just throws your timing off.
Yeah, way off.
Or people.
Oh, you got him.
Pitchers that'll have like the double leg raise.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's
The
a block
Rockies
now.
right now are the.
Is it?
Yeah. So there's a there's a thing with like baseball now. So they've got the 15-second or 18-second pitch count that they have to monitor, and then also I'm pretty sure
I
any
love that,
movement
though.
towards the base has to be movement. So like if you were to pick up your foot and put it back down, it's balk. So you would immediately walk that.
Balk?
A balk. Your runner would immediately move on to the next base.
Uh-huh.
It's an error technically now.
What game is this?
This
The
is
one
the
you
game you were
wanted.
just talking about.
Hold on. Do it.
Do the
I want to see what the date is.
it's 7/20 or sorry
6/25.
6/25. June 25th.
Well, it's looking like it'd be pretty hard to.
You're looking for 6/24.
Oh, the day before. Okay.
Because this is the game that the Rockies won.
Oh, they came back and were doing okay.
Yeah, the Rockies won this game 4-3.
Makes sense.
How do you
Wasn't
go from
exactly
winning
honest.
25-0 or 25-1 and then
There's Shohei right there.
Just your rotation of players.
I guess so.
If they have Mike Trout and Shohei playing in this one and not the next
I
one,
love those jerseys.
those are cool. Those are cool.
Green pants, green all the way up to the
He was
chest.
saying that we
and
need
then
to
the
get
rocks.
pants.
Yeah,
I
pants.
need to
would
get
be
shin
nice.
guards.
Well, shit, if we're getting pants, you might as well go and get the freaking, what are they called? Compression pad shorts so you can slide too.
Yeah. I like the, Justin and I
Make
were
our
both
butt
like,
look big.
Yeah.
Make us look like thick boys. Look at him. Just a big old boy going bink.
How tall did we say he was? Because we looked it up.
6. He's a little bit taller than me, I think. 6'2".
Some of these guys are huge.
Aaron Judge.
I was playing. I was playing. I know Mike Trout.
Yeah, he's 6'2". Aaron Judge is 6'7".
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy
Yeah.
playing baseball.
Oh my god.
Shohei is 6'5", I think.
Really?
Or 6'4".
He's so high.
How tall is Shohei Ohtani? 6'4". Still a big boy.
Yeah. For
Compared to us.
an Asian person, I guess.
True.
I mean, just
He's
that's
part American.
really. Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
No,
Maybe.
he's from Say he's
Ooh.
Japanese.
Ow! Fuck. Oh!
Again? Wrong way.
He got hit in the foot. Oh, those helmets are cool. Oh, he dropped it.
I'd buy pants,
That's a
but I
double.
I'm not buying a helmet. I'm
That's
not doing
a
any of that
double
extra
play.
shit.
Yeah, we don't need a helmet.
You're not that aggressive.
Did,
Ooh.
we're not pitching like that.
No.
We're literally pitching it so we can hit it.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I can
This
only
is for
throw
fun.
it like
We're
55 miles.
yeah,
an
we're
hour.
throwing like 50 miles, not like 90.
90 to 100.
Let's see, what's
Let's
this?
get a speed gun.
90.
Let's get a speed gun and test this out.
Nice
Good.
double
Where
play.
can we rent a speed gun?
My uncle
radar
used to
gun.
be a cop.
He might have the hookup.
Your dad probably has one. Carly's dad has one because he has anything and everything you can think of. Think about it. He has it.
I feel like I could throw a fastball, but not accurate at all.
No.
I'm not gonna sit there and take pictures of it without any fucking face guard. I swear to God. That's why I was standing back there because I'm like, I crouched a couple times and then I think Riley was hitting him and he shanked one back. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna stand way back here.
Oh,
It
bases
would be kind of a good
loaded.
idea because
Oh.
they make the standing nets behind that
Yeah.
have like the sack, we'll call it.
Where was this
Yeah.
at? Was this Colorado?
Saw those at Dunham's.
This is at Colorado.
Yeah, those Colorado uniforms are dope. And I don't like green and white.
I know.
That's like,
It's
well,
a really good dope.
there's the boy. What?
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't there
I
a
tell you
league
what.
that uses robots to tell if it's a striking net?
I believe.
Look at that.
They're probably going to.
What? I'm pretty sure I saw like a Sports Center highlight of a
Mike
different
Trout,
type of
baby.
league.
I don't
Like
know.
a G League type
That's how I
thing.
think I hit my baseballs, but then they don't go very far.
I believe that they'll do that because
Baseball is just a fun.
umpires are very much just like
Oh, I love
on
their
opinion.
night. Yeah, they wear a samurai helmet every time they get a home run. The coolest one that does like the
Check it
home
for
run.
lice
Wow.
after this game.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh
that's
man,
nuts.
that would have been so sick to watch. We went to a Tigers game last July 1st, not this year, but the July 1st last year. And they were down. Tigers were down by 1, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Tigers hit a walk-off home run,
Mm-hmm.
or it was like a 2 or 3 hit run, or run hit.
RBIs.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, did he hit a home run with bases loaded or just
Not
a couple?
not fully loaded,
Okay.
but there was a couple, but it was enough to win the game,
Nice.
I think the best.
and that was sick.
Yeah, absolutely. I could imagine.
I remember years ago. I was younger. I don't know if you went with me with that game.
Detroit.
Yeah, I can't remember, but there was a game where the Tigers were down by like 5 the whole time. And then right at the end, they just started scoring like it was their damn job. And they won like 8-7. And that was
Taylor, I hate to.
I know.
It is their job.
I know.
Like their life depended
It's
on it.
like, yeah,
That's a better way of
honestly,
saying that.
Entirely paid.
But like they were just knocking them out of the ballpark. And this was like one of those games. This was like that one game between Miami Heat and what was it? The one where Ray Allen was coming back and he was just scoring off, and everybody was like leaving because they all thought they were gonna lose. And then the Tigers were kicking ass, and everyone was like, "Timeout!"
Hold on. We gotta watch this.
And then they won.
I'll be honest in saying, watching the Lugnuts game was kind of painful.
Was it bad?
It was a lot of
Lugnuts won when I watched it.
They won, but it was a lot of walks.
Well, when it comes to baseball, you kind of like you're going with no expectation at all. Like this could be a terrible game or it could be a really good game,
See,
unless you
that's-
really know the lineup.
Like I could not imagine being an Angels fan at this game. 15-0 at the top of the 4th. Come on.
Imagine being a
That's pretty
Rockies
crazy.
fan.
Yeah. Like, what?
You're
the
like-
first
you're
baseman's
disappointed?
just laying down.
You're disappointed in your team, but you're also like, wow, this is a lot of scoring. It's kind of cool.
What is happening?
Did I tell you the Rockies are the 28th best team in the league right now, and the Angels are the 19th out of 30.
Gotcha.
It's still
What are the
crazy.
Tigers?
30th and 30.
Oh,
Oh, neither of them went for it.
That was like opposite of us when we were both going for the
Yeah.
kickball. But you
So-
called it. It still don't work.
Any guesses on the worst team in the league?
It's fuck. I know who it is.
The Cubs.
Damn it.
No, the Cubs are doing great.
Oakland.
Yes.
Is it
The Oakland
Yeah.
Athletics are the worst team. With,
Yeah, Detroit lost to them 9-0.
Yeah.
Like last Tuesday or something.
Oakland's record is 25-65.
Somebody got free pizza.
That's like the Pistons last year.
The Tigers are 24 out of 30.
Not the worst.
Who's the best team?
That I don't know. I don't watch
Yanks.
baseball. So.
Huh?
Yanks.
No.
No, I don't know.
Houston.
Houston is 10.
Who is first?
Atlanta.
Really?
The Braves are fucking good. And Tampa Bay, they used to suck, but they're number 2 right now. And they are kicking ass. So, yeah, I wanted to see when that one score from the Rockies was.
That's the whole point of us watching this video?
Well, it's cool to watch a team score 25
Yeah,
runs.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's what? The
It's the top.
Doesn't
top
like
of the
it.
6th. It's 23-0. That's a good movie, by the way. The Angels in the outfield.
Angels in the outfield, yeah.
That's a good movie. I personally like it more than Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is a good movie, too.
I don't remember Phil again.
Wow.
That's where the guy builds the baseball field in the middle of Iowa.
What is your favorite baseball movie?
Favorite baseball movie?
Jackie
Oh, there it
Robinson.
is. Good job, Doyle. You got the one
home
homer.
run.
My favorite baseball
I
movie.
like Jackie Robinson. Like that 42? Movie. Yeah, 42.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Man, I just love Sandlot. It's such a
Sandlot's awesome
Here, let me
too,
look.
of course.
Look at baseball movies.
Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is such a good
That's
movie.
the favorite comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But series-wise, I don't know.
Sports movie. I would say.
Love
Well,
Benchwarmers.
not favorite
Carly and I
comedy
were
sports
literally
movie.
watching that the other day.
Favorite comedy sports movie as long as Gerard.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I agree with that.
Joey Diaz.
Someone get me... I can't remember what he said. And a Diet Coke! I did not like Moneyball.
I didn't mind it, but I also didn't finish it.
You're
so.
telling me Naked Gun is a baseball movie?
Yeah, you're also telling me the Ridiculous
Ridiculous
Six.
Doesn't
Six.
make it.
It had... okay.
Baseball movies, and it piled up.
Who had? Oh, there was so many
I've not
movies I
watched
know.
Moneyball.
I don't
O.J. Simpson.
care for
O.J.
that.
Weird Al.
Oh no.
I don't care for Moneyball that much. Like, the story was cool, but...
Isn't it just about the scouts and whatnot?
Here, go down to one where it says popular baseball movies. That just says top picks for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, my
yeah,
bad.
that makes sense. Alright, so 42. What is that?
Saying
For the
that's
love
goated.
of the game. $1
Rookie of the
million.
Year was actually a pretty decent movie. You ever seen that when the kid got like
Oh, yeah.
the magic ability to
Yeah.
throw like
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
Yep,
was a good
That
one.
was a good one.
I think the thing with Moneyball, it's just like, in my opinion,
Never
it's like
seen
one of
it
those
well.
monster movies where like you're there to watch a movie about a specific thing, but then we're gonna go off on this side tangent and see what his relationship with his daughter's like.
Bad News Bears.
That's a
Bad
good
News
one.
Bears is a good
Major
one.
League. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
weird haircut.
Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
Was that Ron White? No.
No.
Tom
Berenger.
Berenger.
Bergeron.
Bergeron.
Welcome to America's Funniest Home Videos. I'm Tom Bergeron. What else is there?
I don't think I've seen any of those. Bears.
I've seen everyone's
Have
hero
we even
because
seen Angels in
I've
the
never seen that
Outfield
one.
yet? I don't even think
I don't
that's
think
popped
so.
up.
Major League 2. That's okay.
I don't
A
know.
League of Their Own, honestly,
That's
isn't
the
a bad
one.
movie. Have you ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
It's the one right here. So, A League of Their Own is about.
92.
It's a 92 and it's 2 hours.
Oh, I started watching that the other day.
Mhm.
Then I
Is it
stopped.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, so it's about when the men fight off in World War II. And so all the women are left behind at home, and they're like, why don't we just start a women's league? That's exactly what they did. That Gina Davis.
Basketball?
Basketball is that dumb movie that the South Park guys did.
Oh,
Why can't you tell me he's holding the balls like they're balls?
balls.
I haven't seen a Field of the Dream.
Catcher, that's
Are
fine.
you sure we didn't see it in the beginning?
Fastball sounds
Oh,
familiar.
you know it's a horrible movie?
Hmm.
Second to last.
Benchwarmers
Transformers
2?
I've never seen. I didn't know
I
they
think
made
I've
it.
seen
What?
that
It
one
was a
either.
bad movie.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Breaking
sense.
Balls, 2019. Yeah. Does that have the same guys?
No.
No,
No.
the only one that came back was John Lovitz.
Oh yeah.
You can't have a Benchwarmers 2
And not have
And
any
not
of
have-
the main characters.
other than John Lovitz. That's it.
That's gross. Did you like the Howie picture or something?
Howie Picture.
Yeah, in the gun chat.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Stop swinging at it like it's a sword. You're not a sword. That movie is so quotable. And every time I watch it, I always pick up something different. Like that. I think my favorite one.
Wait, hold on. Stealing Home? Is that Adam Sandler? No, it's not.
Most definitely
Sorry.
not.
No.
Here, go
Looks
back,
like
Because,
a drama.
listen.
go back towards the beginning.
It flicked for a second.
Because Angels in the Outfield has to be there.
It has to be one of the top ones, though.
You would
like,
think.
That's what I would.
There's Field of Dreams. There's
Rookie of the
Moneyball.
Year, and that's it.
I didn't see it.
For the Love of the Game. Is that the one where about the Tigers?
Wasn't there a second Sandlot?
Yeah.
There's like 3 of them, I'm pretty sure. The other one was on the other night. Where,
Sandlot 2.
I think it was I don't know if it was Sandlot 2 or if there was the third one. Yeah, I think there's 3. Because one of them,
Heading home.
yeah, Heading Home. That one's about a professional baseball player.
Bears are there?
I'm pretty sure the professional baseball player gets hit in the head or some shit, and then he gets sent back to when he was a kid on the same lot.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I think that's what that one's about.
Air Bud.
Air Bud. Those movies were fun.
Where the
I
hell
like
is
the
that
basketball one better.
Where
That's
the hell are the Angels in the Outfield? Is there like scroll down? I just want to see baseball dramas.
Documentaries. Dramas. The Catcher and the Spy. Is that supposed to be like a play on The Catcher in the Rye?
Must be.
I'm so what?
I can't believe it. Watch it be like one of those Mandela effects, and that movie never
Hold on, I'm
existed.
looking up. Don't freak me out like this shit.
Well, actually, you know what's funny? So, remember the cornucopia thing with the Fruit of the Loom?
Okay, there it is.
You know,
I was like, I love that movie growing up. Of course I know.
remember the cornucopia thing with the with the Fruit of the Loom? So, how that was never a thing? There was a picture of a shirt that somebody posted, and it had the logo Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia.
Oh, fuck, what's his name?
What?
Oh, is that that's supposed to be the guy from what is it? I always know him as Robin from the third. Yeah,
Joseph.
Yeah,
Gordon-Levitt.
yes. He was supposed to be Robin for
Christopher Lloyd,
was
though.
it the Dark Knight trilogy. Remember when at the end, the one with Bane, and then he was the police officer,
Yeah.
and he was supposed to be Robin.
Really?
But they never like made anything. Like, he
Was there
would've
a
been
reason why they
great.
didn't do it?
I don't know. I assume that they were done with the trilogy because that was the Dark Knight trilogy, and I think they were done with it after that. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt was supposed to be Robin.
What's your favorite baseball movie? Benchwarmers?
Yeah, because that's the only one I know, probably. And I've seen it like a million times.
Yeah, and I also think the most iconic line from that movie is, "You're still out."
You're still fat. Wasn't the second one where the softball girls come to play on the sandlot? Yeah, that's right.
Fucking course, it was Warner Bros.
You're not a sword.
Well, no, that's the DCE.
I like salad.
You like salad?
That's what that David Spade says when he's flirting with the salad girl at Pizza Hut.
I like salad.
She's like, yeah, it's really good for you and healthy. I like salad.
I do think the Dark Knight trilogy is the best of
Oh,
yes, Christopher Nolan knew what he was doing.
Well,
Christian Bale did amazing.
Christian Bale is
Yeah.
fantastic.
And then Heath
for
Ledger, of course.
Sorry.
Where are they?
Yeah.
And then
I don't know, Batman.
Tom Hardy is Bane.
For the people.
He goes,
For the people. I totally forgot that he was an orphan.
Who?
Robin.
Batman? Oh.
I was gonna say,
Well, no,
Batman ain't no damn orphan.
I just forgot. Well,
that
After his
he
parents
was
died.
orphaned.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Joseph
I think
Gordon-Levitt
what happened?
played a.
He
He was an orphan. Yeah.
Have you ever
But
seen?
I just didn't make the connection.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid.
So, do you guys remember the Teen Titans show growing up? Like the
Yeah.
actual good
Yeah.
show?
Yes.
So they, like, a couple years later made, like, the Teen Titans Go, which
Oh,
was, like,
yeah.
more of an animated thing.
That was more of
And
a cartoon.
There was an
It's-
episode where... There was more of an
The animated
episode where they
version.
tried getting rid of, like, the heroes and stuff, just erasing them from time. And there was, like, this thing where they went back in time when Batman's parents walked out. He's like, no, don't go down that alleyway. There's a bunch of criminals down there. Like, oh, okay. And then, like, Batman never was a thing. But then they realized that it was worse, so they had to go back in time to fix everything. So they're like, yeah, go down this alleyway. And then the things get shot up, and little Batman's like, fuck.
Screaming.
Here, look that up.
Can you grab that blue box up there for me?
Yeah, you should look that up, though.
New and improved.
That was hilarious. What is it?
Glasses.
Teen
man.
Titans.
My glasses are
Teen
gross.
Titans Go.
Thank you, sir.
Batman's parents get killed.
Here, go ahead and search that up.
It's just funny. Because they're, like, Batman's face is just like,
And then let me know what you want me to click on.
Yeah, the Teen Titans Go show was kind of meh. I don't know. The animated
Was
was
it last
better.
year?
Go figure.
Oh, the anime was so good.
It just was better. It was a grittier show. You know what else I enjoyed as a kid was what was it? Ben 10.
Oh, that was
Ben
good.
10 was
This.
always fun.
Oh, jeez. you can just see his face. So, like I said, they have to go back in time to fix it.
Happy Lane.
So Batman never existed.
Here's some pearls. They just.
That's it. That's it.
That's fucked.
That's it. Just his face, like, and this one's a fucking kid show. Like, wow.
Well, that's why they're able to pull stuff off like that, because kids don't understand.
There's a
gonna
lot
watch it
of
over
cartoon
time.
shows that are
Just have
pretty
adult
fucked up.
humor.
Yes, that are pretty fucked up.
It's like Disney moments ruined.
Well, like
Or
I know,
childhood moments ruined or something
like
like that.
I know you guys aren't as like big into Star Wars like I am, but the Clone Wars series that came out on Cartoon Network
That
is
was
fucked up. It's
Yes, it
there's
is.
a lot of fucked up shit.
I'm
in it.
on season 3, almost 4 right now.
Oh, you're watching it?
Yeah,
I
because I
fucking
never
love
watched
it.
it before, so like, fucking need to get through it.
It gets better. The later seasons, it just continues to get better. But in one of the episodes I made Alexis watch, they have this giant ship that shuts down all power to all the ships, and then you have to eject and escape pods and shit. And they send out droids to crack these pods open.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking terrifying. You're just out in a life pod, nothing you can do. You can't go anywhere, can't communicate with anybody, and then all of a sudden somebody comes up and is gonna crack your pod open. Like, that's fucking terrifying. I don't know. And then you get sucked out into space and you see that as a kid.
Do you
And you're
like Star
"What?"
Wars?
He goes, eh.
This is why your opinion kind of sucks sometimes.
Not
What
wrong.
you were saying earlier.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to like Star Wars. I just think it's
Right?
it's a
I
fun
just messed
universe.
up a-
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
this was a good conversation we were having because Carly was just
Getting
not
annoyed with
awake.
you?
Yeah. Let's just say she wasn't awake. You know that
No,
mood
I
where
was.
you're just like,
No, I was.
I don't want to deal with you. So I'm sitting there listening
That's
to
mood.
like one of my favorite genres of music, 70s fun music. And Carly's like, I fucking hate your music.
YMCA.
YMCA,
And,
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
What's the
Who just
We Are
listens to that
Family?
for no fucking reason?
Exactly.
That's the issue.
There is a
If you're, like,
50-year-old man
at a
in
weird
that body.
dance party or something, then you play it.
Hey,
He's the guy at prom that always wants the the slow.
Well, to be fair, he is the person I would want to be like a DJ.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to pick a song.
He'll just find some random
here,
shit.
give me a mood. I'll pick a song.
We're doing a
Just
podcast.
kidding.
I know. I'm just saying. Give me a thing. I'm not gonna.
Mind you, I'm cleaning my glasses. I don't
Okay,
know.
tragic.
Tragic.
Yeah,
Funeral.
Titanic.
Think of
Hold on. Let me
Batman's parents die.
He doesn't know sad music.
think. No, I do.
No, he doesn't.
I just choose not to listen to
all
it.
right, all right.
Darkness, my old friend.
Let's say you just you got in a serious car accident, but you're alive.
And I'm happy.
But
Yes,
your significant other
happy
died.
about it. Yeah.
So you have survivor's
Okay,
guilt.
all right. So this is so. All right, next Hold on.
Let's see. Survivor's Guilt.
I didn't know you were going for less sad.
He doesn't know sad music.
Survivor's Guilt. Linkin Park in the end.
I was gonna say
Nah,
in the arms of
one
an
more.
angel.
Well, no, that's like a suicide.
Arms of an angel. And then Sarah McLachlan's like, if you were if you
Have you been the survivor of an automotive crash, but your significant other passed away? Call 1-800-999-999. Get
Mesothelioma.
mesothelioma. You might be entitled to significant
800
compensation.
588
237
No.
and by
2300
No,
Oh,
it's
is it
actually worse.
237?
Empire
2300
today.
and by.
Empire.
Oh, I thought it was the
No,
and by
JG
today.
I thought-
Oh, the JG
I-
Wentworth commercials.
I need my money and I need it now.
That.
The opera one.
Get your shut the fuck up!
JG Wentworth.
I
have a structured
settlement and I need cash now.
Call
And title episode.
877 cash
That's
now.
the title. Fucking dumb.
Or the education.
I like
connection.
the I like the
If you have an annuity and you need cash now.
what is it? Bernstein Biker Advantage.
The Bernstein
The Sam
family.
Bernstein
Hold on.
thing.
Alright, one dude looking up.
Click the search bar.
Is that bad? For YouTube?
Yeah. Just. Like,
Have you been injured in a motorcycle accident? Call Sam Bernstein, because that's what bikers need, an advantage.
Just do that. One of
It's like the
those.
USCCA.
Just do this,
Tab.
do this, and press enter on which
Jingle.
one.
Oh, the Reese Puff commercials. Do you remember the freaking Zoo Bucks commercials?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Remember the
Animals.
no,
Airheads
the animal
commercial.
plates?
How do you-
Pals?
Yeah.
Zoo pals.
Oink, oink,
There was
Zoo
an ad
Pals.
for that.
Buzz, buzz, Zoo
There was
Pals.
a
Ribbit,
post
ribbit,
about
Zoo
that.
Pals.
I never had Zoo Pals.
Wait,
Zoo pals
band
like
commercials.
Fun.
Remember the band commercials?
Oh,
The
dude.
Skittles one.
Yeah. Share the rainbow.
We got
You know exactly what
You're
we're
gonna
talking
taste my
about.
sweetness.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Just do band commercials.
Band commercials.
Yeah, just a band.
There we go. This one. I think that was a recent search.
What is that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I saw the Dorito one. I feel like that was it.
What is that?
What the fuck?
Hold on.
What the hell?
I think it's playing it.
You're on crack.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Is that the
What
only way
is
you can
going
watch
on here? There it
it?
is.
There it is.
Is it cold in here? No, it's hot.
Explicit content.
Sugar, dirty.
That's what I was like.
Get ready for my sweetness. Ooh, it's about to come, it's about to come, it's about to come. Ooh, turn. All over you.
Oh, there we go.
Share the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
And he was sweating. He was putting in that work.
Is it cold in here?
That is the fucking best. What were other iconic commercials? Well, this might be just a local thing for us, but do you remember the Sam Bernstein commercials?
Yeah, they're still on.
Yeah. Because I know that Sam Bernstein's like a Michigan lawyer thing, so people
Yeah.
outside won't have any idea what we're
That's
talking
what I
about.
was quoting earlier. The
We were
Bernstein
just
Bike
talking
Your
about it.
Advantage.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that other weird guy, that 5-year law guy.
870.
Oh god, I hate that guy.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about,
Yeah.
the guy with the long white hair.
Yeah.
You ever been in a motorcycle
Here
accident?
we go.
Fire law.
What? Reaction
Good
2000.
mythical more.
Good Mythical More.
Yeah.
We were watching Good Mythical Morning last night.
Yeah. It's a good show. I want Alexis watch it too.
Welcome to Good Mythical More. How familiar are you with 2000s jingles?
We're reacting to this video, guys.
Do you want to react to like an actual video?
But first,
If you
let's
wanna watch
give
that.
$1,000
Should probably not
to
play another
Quality
YouTube's
Now.
channel.
We really shouldn't be playing YouTube at all.
No.
Podcast. Getting back to our
Listen,
own
it's
How about
okay
this?
if
Go
there's audio.
to Google and like type in. Oh, I actually have it. Most iconic
Zoo pals.
2000s.
baseball to commercials.
Yes.
Not pertaining
Didn't
to
you write
baseball.
down stuff for us to talk about?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we're talking
We're-
about
How many
one
times do
thing.
we actually use those?
We're going off the deep end.
Not
here.
often. It's just when
Really?
we run out of shit to...
Submarine.
Look. Yep. Ricola.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But the number
Big
one,
bottle
back when Justin Timberlake did the
Education.
McDonald's commercials. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it. Yeah. Yeah. Subway. The $5
Oh.
song.
Yeah, the $5 foot long
$5.
was good until Jared was the kid diddler.
Well, it was never
Well, then
a
he was
$5
into
foot long.
5 foot long kids.
What?
What?
I don't know.
He was in
$5
tall
$5
kids.
children?
That joke crashed and burned.
5 men's footlongs.
$5.
And he's going
$5
$5
5-year-old.
5 guys.
And you go, oh.
5 guys in
No,
between my
Subway doesn't
thighs.
even
Anyway.
have $5.
5 guys in between your thighs?
Not even
Alright.
close. They're like double the cost now.
Yeah,
Subs.
they're like $10.
It's ridiculous.
I was surprised though. I got a 6-inch Black Forest ham and it was like 3 something. Like hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, how did I do that?
Wow.
Fuck, I took it.
I go to Marco's. You guys ever get Marco's subs?
No,
They're
I
hot
haven't.
subs. They're fucking so good, dude. So good. They do what is it like? So like the halves are a little bit longer than 6 inches from
Oh my
from,
god, not the Snuggie.
from Subway, but
Did you have a
you
Or
can get a
the
half or
little
a
pets.
full.
I did, and I didn't use it. I
And they're
have a full pack.
fantastic. The half is only like $6.20, and then you get a Pepsi, and it's like $8, and that's it. I used to go and get that for lunch almost all the time. It's fucking
Have you
so
seen
good.
Mancino or been to Mancino's?
Yes,
The
Mancino's,
grinders.
yes.
They're
Yes,
good.
they're
I
Cuban grinder.
I haven't had their Cuban grinder.
Such a sub person. We
Same.
need to go to DeBello's.
I guess we know what we're having for lunch.
Oh, jeez.
I swear, every time I hang out with Taylor, I spend money.
I know. That's why I stopped hanging out with him so much.
Oh.
Oh, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
It's just a joke.
You need
Shut
to
up.
Save your money.
Yeah, but it's for good reasons, like the fact that I really want a sub sandwich now.
It's for a really good reason, like my stomach gurgled.
Mm-hmm. The Snuggie. Oh. Cereal straws. Those are cool. All right, what else?
What was it? Family Guy came up with a...
Yeah,
what is it?
we're
The
about-
Tuggy?
The time's right here.
Oh, nice.
I think Family Guy came out with like a fake or a parody of that. It was like the Tuggy, where it was like a blanket that would go over top and it had fake arms and it was so that you can...
Showing your cheer suck?
No.
in public.
No, it's still
I'm
not
doing
as-
something.
Have you ever seen the South Park Touch Me Elmo thing?
Oh no.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it.
Crips.
Touch my body.
Why you dissing it?
Touch me, Elmo.
I'll never get over
57?
that Crips.
Just play one of them.
Just in time for the holidays, it's Stop Touching Me, Elmo.
Oh.
He presses
That's
back.
right.
Elmo puts his hand on your knee and says fun things.
Have you ever been tickled on the inside? Hey, why'd you go potty? You want to kiss the guy who does Elmo's voice? Stop touching me, Elmo.
Elmo also helps kids brush their teeth with his toothpaste dispenser.
Why?
Don't miss out on this holiday season's biggest gift. Stop Touching Me, Elmo. Available
14
from
months to
Walmart
7
Black
years.
Friday.
Real touching pump action. That's what the box said.
Wait, go back up. Oh, that we need to watch that later. You should just like play it and I'll pause it. But the behind the scenes of Elmo's World video, oh, that takes me back.
Mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling.
It's just like when Elmo's not on like camera, like when he says off camera, it's so fucking funny. And they're like, "All right, we're going back to commercial. Hi!" And then like the kid's like crying. It's like, "Why are you crying? Looks like we need to take another commercial break. The fuck's wrong with you?" I was like, "Oh my god."
Jeez.
All right, what else did I write down?
Yeah, what'd you write down?
They found cocaine in the White House apparently.
I believe that.
Mhm.
Believe that. 100% I believe
They
that.
don't know who did it though.
They don't know who
I
did
saw
it.
a picture of Hunter Biden looking like a detective, but it was a crack pipe instead of just a regular pipe.
We're here to find
He's
it
like,
out.
Where do I find it?
the cocaine wasn't me, but can I have that cocaine back?
Oh, so I thought this story was hilarious. So, do you know who Victor Wembanyama is?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
new Spurs player.
Yeah, so
He
he
got
was
fucking owned.
yeah. What? Oh yeah.
He went 2 for 15.
Mm-hmm. But apparently, Britney Spears wanted to get a picture with him, and then Victor's security team knocked Britney Spears the fuck out. Apparently, she went up and was like, "Oh, I want a picture," and that guy didn't even turn around to see who it was, and he backhanded the shit out of Britney Spears. And I was like,
Didn't
"What?"
Victor say like she grabbed him from behind or something? Like
yeah.
no shit, dude. You're like 8 feet tall. Like her
I wish
head
there was
height
a-
is your ass.
I wish there was a video, just of seeing Britney Spears just fucking boom.
Video might come out eventually.
Oh, that has.
There's videos everywhere
Cross
of everything.
Wasn't there a bunch of shit with Britney Spears like that? Her like parents or no,
It's her
wasn't her
dad.
parents?
Her
It wasn't
dad.
her dad. Her dad forced her
Right.
into
Yeah.
like showbiz and whatnot. It's been like super
Or am I thinking of
weird.
someone else?
No, it's that.
No, she was
'Cause-
under a conservatorship.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Which means what?
She can't do anything without the approval of her. Pretty
Yeah.
much. And then she got out of
Insanity
that,
is what it is. It's insanity.
and now there's like conspiracies that like she's probably dead because of like the videos that she posts and stuff.
People think that Taylor Swift is dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
Here, let me
all
show
the
you
shit
something.
that's like been playing. I
Oh,
swear,
no
you
kidding.
turn on the radio, it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's kinda popular.
Obsessed with her.
I don't understand why they're so obsessed with
Me
her.
I rather ride in silence.
She's like, I don't know. She makes her money off of her exes.
Yeah, that's how. I've stopped liking her, and up until I forget what song it was, but she smashed the headlight on a. Well, it was
This is
probably a fake
interesting.
Shelby.
I'll get
Let's
pictures.
just be honest.
just look at
It's
images.
probably fake, but she smashed the headlight on. I said, "Fuck
What
that."
does that
bitch."
look like?
Satan.
So that is Xena LaVey. She's the,
Satanist.
Oh yeah, her name does sound familiar.
she is the
She's my role model. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
she was the daughter
It's a
of the
joke,
guy
podcasters.
that started the Church of Satan.
Oh.
And there's a rumor going around that
She almost looks like
she killed Taylor Swift back when she was getting popular,
Game
and
of
that's why she went down like the pop route.
just from quick glance.
From the country, right?
Yeah, instead of country, that's why she's
I
like, you
liked
know
her
what?
old country days.
Well, you like the real Taylor Swift then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we implying, that the current Taylor Swift is a sit-in?
Yes, she's a.
I think there's
Possibility.
so the
She's a
amount
Satanist.
Well,
She
she's
has
a
to be.
vampire.
the amount of satanic shit in celebrity culture is so fucking.
You want me to show you something
insane.
crazy?
No.
Here. You might
That's
as well
so
just hand me
fucking
the damn
insane.
I
mouse.
can't.
Oh, okay.
If we could scorch Hollywood off the earth, I would.
I guess I should have gotten the wireless one.
My mouse, I think, is paired to that dongle. Should be over there.
So,
That dong. Tom Hanks.
how old do you think Tom Hanks is?
65.
79.
Well,
It's
go to-
77.
Go to his
77.
all. I saw this today. So,
77.
66, I
You
didn't know.
see-
I was
66.
close.
I
13
said
years old.
65.
in this picture, does he look 66?
So close.
He looks old.
He does look pretty fucking old.
Have you seen,
That's
it
like-
a man named...
Otto.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good movie.
Was
Is it?
Yeah, it's sad as
Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, it looks sad as fuck, and I'm not really into watching.
I mean,
What's his
I'm going to be
face?
completely honest with you guys. There was some tears shed on that.
I knew that was.
It's a sad movie.
I saw some clips in it,
It was
and I
very
was
good.
like, oh, that is very sad.
Mhm.
I don't want to
It
watch
was very sad.
Did you see the whole meme? I told you about the meme where that whole submarine situation was going on.
You mean submarine?
Yeah,
Submarine.
submarine. We all live in a yellow
Yeah,
submarine.
I don't think you know what we're talking about, do you?
Oh no, but I know
This
what
was
the
his spelling.
Submarine. That's
Yeah.
what you said.
But
So-
when
No,
that
I'm not in the gun group, so I don't.
when that whole
No, this
Oh,
is
that was a
this was
podcast.
on
this is a podcast
podcast.
that you weren't here for.
Oh, okay.
So this was
We were just making fun of him.
I totally lost what I was gonna say. Oh, so it was saying Tom Hanks getting excited because they know they're gonna make a movie about this shit, and it was just him crying like, "Oh, can't wait!" Like this because he's done Captain Phillips, he's done Sully, anything that a Castaway, anything that's like a survival or like trying to get out of a shitty situation.
I don't think I'll go watch a movie about.
He's a really good actor.
billionaire taking their sub to the Titanic because
Elvis, have you seen that?
I know how it
Good movie.
ends.
That's a good movie right there.
Oh, a man called
She's
Otto.
never seen Forrest Gump.
That's a different
What?
movie.
That's what he was just
Not
talking
all of
about.
it.
I didn't
Same
realize.
part, right?
I thought for some reason I was
That's his best
thinking
movie,
the
Miles.
whale.
Like this whole list is fucking really good.
I haven't
movies.
watched the man called
Saving
Otto. What
Private
was that one
Ryan.
about?
I did a report on
Because
that
I
from
watched
school.
a clip on it, and the one clip I saw was him talking to somebody in a department store about, taking and
He's-
getting his own shit, basically, and that was it. He's
He's
like ex-military, isn't he, or some shit like
No.
that? No?
He tried to, but
Oh.
he had a heart condition,
Gotcha.
or has a heart condition, and he plays this grumpy old man.
That wants to kill
that-
himself?
No, well, yes, yeah, forgot about that part. That wants to kill himself because his wife died like 6 months prior or something like that.
So he's super lonely and
Super lonely, and then this family that moves in across the street, he's annoyed with them at first, but he gets attached to him and stuff.
he gets a cat,
Yeah.
which saves
But
everybody.
it also goes into like the backstory of like him meeting his wife and everything.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
actually really good.
There's a movie that I really want to
Yeah.
watch, and it's
This dude,
what is it?
you have to
Nobody?
give movies a try.
See, when it comes to like, I don't know, I just don't love like the sad
Dramas.
shit.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dramas.
I didn't expect it to be sad, to be honest with you.
Now, see, I can't say
I was
that.
looking for something to watch and I just clicked on it.
Like if it's something like sappy, like
It's not a sappy.
like
sad.
The Notebook or something along the lines
It's
like
not.
that.
It's not dramatic.
Now, if it's like
It's drama type thing.
now
but
another movie like that he's also really good in is Saving Private Ryan.
That's
Well,
That's
of
a good one.
course.
Fucking
That-
I love all those types of military movies.
What's
The-
the best?
The best.
Here.
Saving Private Ryan's up
Black
there.
Hawk
Here, let's go.
Down.
Black Hawk
That one's
Down
pretty
was
damn
good.
good.
Did you guys ever see Zero Dark 30?
Zero Dark 30. I
I
fell
don't
asleep
think
too.
I have seen that one.
Twice.
That's about the night they killed Osama.
I honest to God, I fucking fell asleep halfway through that, and then I woke up and I was like,
Type it in.
oh
Best
shit!
military movies.
I went to the spot where I last remembered, and then I fell asleep 30 minutes later. What have either
1917 is a good movie.
True.
Fury's
Dunkirk's
awesome.
a good one. Fury's
Hacksaw
good.
Ridge.
There's one that's in German,
Burt Lancaster, I feel
all
like
Quiet
I've
on
seen
the
that.
Western Front. I
Yes.
haven't seen it, but I heard that it's awesome.
It's good. There's a scene in it that I was like,
The
fuck.
running scene? Are you talking about the running scene?
No, that's 1917.
That's 1917? I thought that was...
The one where he's like running
Yeah.
and people are running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American Sniper's good.
Oh, no. Go back.
I'm looking for a movie.
Lone Survivor's a good
Survivor's
movie.
good.
Lone
That
Survivor's
one right
pretty
there,
good.
American Sniper and Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious
Oh,
Bastards is
yeah.
good.
Glorious Bastards.
There's a scene.
That's the one where, what is it? Is it Brad Pitt? No, it's not.
Unbroken.
Yeah, it's Brad Pitt.
It's Brad Pitt, and he cuts the scalp off of
Yep.
that Nazi.
You seen Unbroken?
Yeah.
That was good.
I just watched that for the first time.
Unbroken
the
was
other
cool.
day.
That was Garfield, right?
What's the...
Andrew Garfield.
I can't remember the movies.
Is Unbroken the one that Andrew Garfield goes in there as a combat medic?
No, that's Hacksaw
13
Ridge.
That's
hours
Hacksaw
is
Ridge. Okay.
Unbroken is about these guys that
They get
are
put in a Japanese camp.
Internment camp, yes.
Yeah. And he sits there and he said if he drops that log, shoot him.
And he was like,
sits there. Yeah. What
But
about,
Inglourious Bastards. So as you remember, Brad Pitt and is like the leader of that group, and there's a bunch of like Jewish refugees that are with him going back into Germany and just killing a bunch of Nazis. And do you remember the Bear Jew?
The Wall's not bad.
the Bear Jew?
That's what they called him in the movie. The Bear Jew, the guy that had the baseball bat that beat the shit out
I
of that
haven't
Nazi.
watched it. I've only
Oh.
seen clips from it, so I don't know.
So there's this scene where they find this Nazi officer, and they're like, they call the Bear Jew over to beat him to death with a baseball bat, but they said, you know who else is Jewish?
Is the Bear
Adam
Jew
Sandler.
like a
They
Jew?
said, could you imagine if Adam Sandler was in Glorious Bastards? And it was just like these scenes like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And he's like going to kill Nazis and shit. I'm like, that would have been so much better.
What was the Bear Jew? A Jew that was like just really big.
He's just a really big
and
guy.
they forced him to kill other people and shit.
No, he wanted to kill Nazis.
Oh, I thought you said the Nazi officer would call the Bear Jew over to shoot
Schindler's
somebody else.
List.
Schindler's List is.
I don't know.
Now that is
That's
one
a lot.
movie that I was
3
like,
hours, 15 minutes.
That was like, I'll admit, that was like a borderline cry movie because I was like, man, this is fucked up. The whole black and white does not help. Gettysburg was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Warhorse, didn't love it.
Have
Harbor.
either of you guys seen
Which
Band of
one?
Brothers?
Huh?
A Band of Brothers?
The one
This one's
with
good.
Mel Gibson.
I think so. It was a
Yeah, it's
TV
a long-
series.
can't
Yeah.
remember his
World
name.
War II series. That is, in my opinion, along the lines of Black Hawk Down, as far as like realism and just grittiness. I remember I was a teenager, early teenager. My dad had those movies, and I would watch them just because they were fun to watch. And I found one episode where this guy's getting some in the up in his house. It was only like a 15-second clip of him of this chick like riding him, and I was like 13 at the time, so I had to rewind.
Rewind. Play.
Yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I'd look around and look at my door, and oh, is my dad coming in? No, all right, cool.
I think 12 Strong was the movie about. It was right after 9/11.
It's another Chris.
Is that the
Chris
one with the
Hemsworth?
horse warriors?
Yeah, that's the one where Chris Hemsworth goes in and he has to work with the.
The Afghanis.
Yeah.
Have you seen his Extraction movie?
No. He's
First
working
one was
on the
alright.
third one,
2
isn't
is good.
2's good.
I just remember they were fighting war on horseback.
Yeah. Because they got left.
You
before
should.
that good.
And then there's a new movie that's out right now, and I kind of want to watch it. And we will figure it out after this. It's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Oh, you're talking about the one that's based off of.
Is it Kandahar?
It's the reason why.
Yeah, but it's about the extraction. I was pretty sure.
We'll look it up in a second. I think I saw this in theaters. And for some
This
reason,
movie?
I think you were with me.
This movie?
Yeah.
12 Strong?
12 of you.
I don't know if I saw it in theaters with you.
Oh, yeah. I've seen
So we're going in.
General Czar.
You know it's a messed up military movie?
You know I
A
love
lot of
that.
them. The Rambo
I would be
movie where they
remiss
go
if
to
I did not
Afghanistan
say
and he's working
Even in
with
success, the odds of you coming home.
Mujahideen that
Oh,
eventually
I like the sense
turned
that-
into the Taliban. Back the time they weren't our enemies. It was the goddamn Russians.
Take Jake Gyllenhaal movie?
Yeah,
You said it's new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
there's-
thinking of an older one.
Oh, you're
Or-
thinking of Jarhead?
Maybe.
Was he in Jarhead?
Or the Sniper movie's Jarhead, I think.
Nah.
Think of Jarhead.
Oh, it's Jared Leto. Where's Jake Gyllenhaal? Yeah, he is in it.
Anthony Swafford. Jamie Foxx is in it.
Mm-hmm. Here, click Jake Gyllenhaal. Because he just came out with a movie.
No.
That's not
That's
it.
Nightcrawler.
I think it's that one. The second photo.
Yep, Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, that's it. That's from. Does it say what it's from? No. Okay. Well, I
It's
think
that movie, though.
I think the movie is based off of
Well, it has
that
to
one
be.
Army Green Beret that is usually or that goes on Joe Rogan every now and then. He
What
was
is
an
it?
MMA fighter.
The Covenant.
The Covenant, yeah.
Play that.
Yeah, because I'm not entirely sure what this movie's about. Guy Ritchie. He makes good military movies.
Can you get off my screen?
Guess not. Oh damn.
American Sniper was also a really good movie.
I don't remember any of it. I only remember the interpreter.
The Interpreter.
Why do you want this job? I need the money. Don't disappoint and turn out to be a pain in the ass.
No, not me, sir. Money isn't the reason he wants this job. It's Alabama killed his son.
Stop the vehicle, Sergeant.
We don't want to go down this road.
You're out of your bounds, Ahmed. You're here to translate.
Actually, I'm here to interpret.
John, you have tallies approaching.
For 3 weeks, this family believed you were dead. We owe that man your life.
There wasn't enough for him to carry me across those mountains. Now he's hiding in a hole somewhere. I should be in that hole.
I was pretty sure this was based off of
Everything all right,
Tim
John?
Kennedy.
No, everything's not all right.
That's who
There
it is.
is a hook in me. Ahmed and his family are in trouble. You can't intervene. I am gonna have to get him out myself.
Listen, you gotta be alone.
Military movies are just so good. The Lone
Well, they can
Survivor.
also be really.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen The Lone Survivor?
Yeah.
Lone Survivor's pretty good. So Tim Kennedy was who I was thinking this was about, but I don't think it's the same thing. Have you ever heard Tim Kennedy talk about his
Nazis?
extraction?
Yes.
No. His extraction out of what was the fucking blunder that we had pulling out of was it
Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he went over there. It was like last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was a part of a very
extraction
small extraction team that was funded by some guys over in Syria to fly over C-17s and get as many of these listed personnel off as possible. Is that your elbow?
2 cracks in
Good
that one.
God.
How many elbows you got?
Two. But yeah, it was like one of those situations where they were being hunted. There was situations where he would make contact with people that he was supposed to make contact with, and he would have like his whole extended family with him, and he'd be like, "No, they have to stay. Like I'm only here for you guys."
Yeah. I remember listening to that. That's just rough. That whole situation in Afghanistan.
Listen to all those people. You ever listen to the Sean Ryan show? You don't listen to that? Oh my god, you gotta listen to that. Sean Ryan show he's I believe he's ex-special forces, and he does podcasts with mostly like military personnel or ex-military personnel, or he's done one for example he's done one with the ethical hacker. I don't know if you ever seen clips from that. There's a guy that dropped out of high school in like 10th grade and became a hacker, like a really good hacker. No, he ended up becoming a really good hacker, and then he got like recruited by the NSA and starts doing it ethically. You know.
Oh, I was about to be like, Snowden?
No. This guy is currently employed by the U.S.
Ooh, that's a good topic.
Snowden, yeah.
For us. What do
but
you,
definitely check
I
that
listened
podcast
to the episode
out.
with JR.
And whoever's listening.
You haven't listened to that one?
I have.
So what's your opinion? Do you think he should be, like,
Well,
should he stay in Russia or should he come home?
No, because if he comes home, he's probably going to get put in prison. But
right.
So
do
what
you
was
think that's
lifetime
right?
So let's regroup here. What's the reason that Edward Snowden is currently?
Because he leaked out government information about the whole Verizon company spying on us.
Right. So he leaked the fact that the government has access to all of our data at all times and stuff like that. Okay.
He's the guy that made the phrase your phones are listening to you.
Okay.
Like a thing.
Well, he should be able to. I mean, honestly, he should come back to the U.S. because I don't feel like Russia's safe at all. But
no, in my opinion, like
You think he's safe here?
no, but
Government wants his ass.
Well, at this point, like I feel like he could find, refuge.
That was such an interesting episode with Joe Rogan, though.
True.
Having to Skype from Russia.
Had to Skype from Russia. I was just like, his story to me, because like I keep listening to like biographies about him. I'm like, in reality, like yeah, according to the government, you guys hate him because he leaked you out.
He snitched on you.
But to all of us, he's
yeah.
a fucking hero.
Exactly.
I think he's an asshole, maybe, but like it doesn't negate the fact that like he leaked out a secret that made us all never trust you again.
Exactly, and that's part of the problem. Is like the U.S. government is just at the very lowest of like domestic trust.
I saw a phrase the other day, and it really made you think. It's like just because the U.S. or just because the government says they didn't do it, doesn't mean they didn't do it. And then I started thinking about all those like government operations that like not only
JFK.
our company,
JFK.
No,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
killed JFK.
The whole thing.
MK Ultra.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the gonorrhea in South America. You ever seen that? Or the fucking experiments they did to black people in either Mississippi or Alabama.
Experiment?
Yeah, the Tuskegee experiment. You ever hear about that?
That's where they put drugs in
syphilis.
Syphilis? Right.
Into like 60 black men or something.
What was the purpose? Like
they went down. They said, "You got bad blood. We're gonna fix you."
Yeah.
And then they gave him syphilis. Because I remember hearing a story off of that Mr. Ballin talking about this guy that survived with syphilis for years. And he gave it to his wife and his children. It eventually caught up to him with age. And they're like, oh shit, you're one of the Tuskegee guys. He's like, what do you mean? Like, yeah.
Like he had no memory of the experiment?
Well, I think they said that he moved away. Okay. And was like away from where he grew up. But like everybody that was a part of that Tuskegee experiment, you're just like, what the fuck?
Listen. Governments are full of fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think that's the whole purpose of the government, outside of regulating.
And it's
laws,
not just our government.
No,
governments all over the world.
We have no fucking clue. Well, listen, like what is it? India has slaves. Like India is a very large population of literal domestic slaves.
Same thing with
in Dubai and all that shit.
Same thing with what's that other country? China.
What's that other country?
What's that one?
I mean,
with
there's
the large
slaves.
population?
There's slaves in China.
The
There's
Uyghur
slaves in Africa.
building their fucking phones.
There's slaves everywhere, man.
Uyghur.
It's
such a weird word.
Uyghur.
Yeah. You see how it's spelled?
No.
Here,
Is it
I'm going to spell it weird. I think it's
U.
Yeah.
That's it. UYG. R-E.
Xinjiang.
Turkic.
Xinjiang.
Ethnic group native to Xinjiang. Okay. Bless you. They're prominently. Yeah.
All over
this is that was fucked.
Wet, dude.
Wet. So
got some wet sneezes.
So there's some xenophobia going on at this point. Like, so I believe
Uyghurs
China is a huge like Christian population.
No.
Yes, they are.
Oh. Wait, you think China's a Christian population?
Yeah, they're. I believe that they're a majority Christian population.
In China?
Yes.
No.
No. Was it Buddhist?
Communist.
No, it's communist.
Well, that's
communist doesn't mean religious.
They're not religious people, though.
No, you don't think so?
Look it up. Here, let me type it in.
Jamie.
What is the
What is China's main religion?
Christian or Chinese folk religion. I was pretty sure that they had a huge population.
2.5% are Christians.
Okay.
Which are still
So
a
it's
lot of fucking people.
True. Yeah. All right. Well, I might have thought wrong. Maybe it's Japan. I don't know. But I was pretty sure that there was. I was pretty sure that Christianity had spread through there too.
Oh, Christianity spread through all over the world, but yeah, communism and religion do not work with each other.
No, they don't.
That's why. What's the state religion of Russia? You would say Russian Orthodox, but in reality,
it's just communism.
Just communism.
The religion is the government.
Exactly.
Putin is God, and
that's the whole thing about 1984.
Goes.
That was like the one thing in 1984. Have you ever read that book? Mm-mm. Oh, that is such a fucked up.
How long has Putin been in power?
Since the 90s.
Since the collapse of the communist revolution. Because that's what's really weird.
Oh. When did Putin come to power?
Yeah. 99.
Wow.
Signed under the Constitution of Russia. Prime Minister.
So he's been president for as long as I've been alive.
Yeah. Just about.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll remain in power until he's dead.
Which hopefully isn't long.
Yeah, we're pretty sure he's got cancer, guys.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that.
All the American space lasers are giving him cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Did you hear about the whole thing with, have you ever heard of BRICS before?
Isn't that a security company?
BRICS. Just tell me that, like...
Oh, BRICS is a organization. That's a communist organization.
It's Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and they just added South Africa.
Yeah.
So, the whole...
Best friend forever.
Which is funny to me, because last I checked, India and China hates each other.
So they're not hanging.
That's why...
Yeah, they got them spread out.
They'll come together in time of need.
They'll just put the Brazilian in the middle because, like... We'll just put them in the middle. Then we'll have the Indian and the South African hold because they're...
Well, is it not... Oh, no. Never mind. I was going to say BR because Putin's in the second spot. So Russia,
short man.
India.
Yes. Xi is tall.
No. So they're out of place.
So, yeah, the whole thing with this... go back to all. I'm pretty sure that the only reason why this is a thing is because... what does it say right there? BRICS originally BRIC. Acronym for the regional economics or economies.
Africa. Goldman Sachs.
Was coined, created a term to describe fast-growing economies in the world. Yeah, so I think the only reason why they're a thing is because they have like half the population of the world, and they're trying to do it for economic reasons. Because I think they're trying to mainly get rid of the U.S. dollar as the main currency of the world. And they're trying to get, like, China's, or Russian, yeah, there's no way in hell Russia's going to, we're not going to be using the, what is it, ruble?
Sounds right.
Rubles?
And what's China's?
Wasn't it a yen?
I think that's Japanese.
No, that's that's yen is Japanese. I don't know. But either way.
But anyway, isn't that just... To me, it's just scary.
Well, we have
the fact that
because
their population is 3.2 billion people.
They're just under 8.
They have the two largest companies. The two largest countries in the world, India and China, are literally like just the main reason.
It's okay, we're America.
See, but they keep...
Remember what they used to say: behind every blade of glass is American with a gun. It's not like that anymore.
Well,
and that's the whole fucking point, is this current installation of government that we have is breaking us down.
The thing that
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I ain't turning guns in.
See, the thing that scares me is that when
I don't got a lot, but I ain't turning them in.
When you look at a map like that, just imagine if those countries just said, let's just go to war. Because, China and Russia are already buddies. India has...
Yeah, but how well trained is Brazil and South Africa?
Doesn't matter. When you have almost half of the population of the world.
Basically flooding flood a place with bodies.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what
their-
China's going to do.
all
That's
they
what
have
Russia
to do.
did back in World War II. That's why I don't really personally
Drown
think...
them in a sea of bodies.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
all we have
the
to-
movie
that's all we have to do.
Enemy at the Gates, you ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever seen that?
No.
So the movie Enemy at the Gates is about...
Especially when they don't have volunteer.
It's about
They're
Stalingrad.
forced armed citizens.
Mm-hmm. You ever heard of
Well, not armed
Stalingrad?
citizens, but- Yeah.
Yeah. So it was about the Germans invading Stalingrad and the Russians pretty much just holding them back. And it's about these two snipers, a Nazi sniper and a communist sniper. And the communist one's just going around knocking off Nazis pretty much. But this German guy keeps going around trying to find them. And there's a scene in the beginning of the movie where the Nazis are shooting at the communist. And they're sitting there just like, all right, here's for instance, here's a gun for Sean.
All right.
If he dies, you pick his shit up. But in the meantime, you follow him and go. And so you see all these people just running out, half of them with guns, half of them with not. Sean gets shot, you pick up his shit, while the Germans are mowing you fucking down. In my opinion, that's the only reason why Russia was somewhat of a force back in World War II is because they had all the people just go, eh. Because what are they going to do?
Well, that and also when Germany tried to go up into Russia, they were like, "Oh, it's very cold up here."
Yeah, but they also have a policy that if you were Russian and you turned around from combat, they'd shoot you anyway.
Yeah, they were
I'm
just
like,
kidding.
what the fuck? Like,
what do you expect?
It's just crazy.
There's a video that's been circulating of
Go back to
a
YouTube.
laser attack on an airport, and I'm trying to find it because I want your guys' opinion on it.
Yeah.
But I can't seem to find it.
Just look up opening scene.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back. This is like the 25-minute one. You can watch the 2-minute one right there.
Well, you didn't tell me which one.
I cannot seem to find it.
They don't have armor or anything.
No. Just very thick coats.
Mm-hmm.
There's an arm. Gross.
It's actually a really good movie.
Which one is this?
Enemy at the Gates.
And like 90% of them are hopped up on coke.
I mean, just look at, like, I know this is a movie, but, like, look at the men. Like, that one guy
They're
was
children.
like a child.
Yeah, they're children. Is this what you were talking about? Like, they just give one person a gun and then you're...
You'll see as soon as they, like, get to shore.
These are German troops?
No, these are Russians.
Russians.
These guys are telling them what to do. There's a German right there. This movie was just insane.
Those bullets do a ton of fire damage, dude. They're not just stopping at one guy.
50
They're
yards.
going through. 'Cause they're
That's
fucking
not either.
large rounds.
Boom! And they're not even at shore yet.
No. Oh, just tons of people.
It's like Normandy Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Absolutely
worse because you're not
shredded.
in an armored tank.
People are trying to jump
Yeah,
off.
but you see
and
these
they're-
guys pointing the guns at them. They're
Yeah.
like, get the fuck off the boat. It's your time to go. See? They're traitors, so that's why they're getting shot. I'm like,
I can't believe that.
why?
I can't believe that people would compel themselves to kill somebody that's trying to run.
Oh, there's that running scene. If you go back like 3 seconds, you can see, look, he's following him right there because there's the guy with the gun. And he's following, making sure that he's like, all right, am I going to get the gun after him? Yeah, I think this is it. This battle alone killed 2 million people. That's a fucking lot. There they go.
charge. A bunch of people without guns and some with.
And if you turn around, you're gonna get shot. And this is the only reason why, when people are like, the Russian military is so strong, I'm like, no, they're fucking not.
No, they're just insane.
They just don't care about their people.
That's what I was saying. Like, they don't
They
have
still don't
just
care about their
enlisters or something like that.
Nope.
They just have people that are just forced to go and.
That's a current thing they're dealing with in Ukraine.
It's like BYOB.
Bring your own rifle.
BYOG.
Well, no, the song by System of a Down.
Oh, I thought you would bring your own gun.
I think that's the song.
It is System of a Down.
Well, no, I know it's System of a Down. I'm making sure that's the song. Or War by War Pigs.
By Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
The Russians were they implemented certain weapons pretty early on. Like they had a few like submachine guns that were pretty good in late World War II.
The Germans were just crazy.
Hitler's
But, like,
buzzsaw, dude.
Could you just imagine hoping that some guy drops their gun? So you at least have someone in
And
the
then
defense?
hopefully not getting shot while you're trying to grab it. Oh,
You
they're
know-
falling back now. And now they're all gonna get killed by their commanding officer.
You know who Ron Perlman is?
Yeah, he played Hellboy.
Yeah, he's in this movie. Yeah, but I remember I was watching this movie with my stepdad, and I said something that made him question. So at the end of the movie, when the Russians win, they're sitting there waving like this big communist red flag. And I'm like, do you think it's a bad thing that the Nazis lost? And he looked at me and goes, what the fuck do you mean by that? And I'm like, I mean, look at what happened after World War II. The Cold War. For 40 years. Cuba, Vietnam, South Korea, North Korea.
And you'd think that it would be better if Germany had won?
Yeah.
Why?
Just like what communism did. All over the world. China, Korea, a lot of African countries, Middle Eastern countries.
So you think if the Nazis were successful, there wouldn't be as much communism that has spread throughout the
I just think that
world, or?
we would just, I don't know.
What do you think would happen to the U.S.? Like, maybe just the U.S. didn't get into the war.
Well, so what was the whole purpose of the...
If the U.S. didn't get into the war, I feel like Germany would have won.
What was it? The whole purpose of the U.S. getting into the war in World War II was because...
Pearl Harbor.
Oh, no. Then it was World War I. Because they had intercepted a message to Mexico, right?
Yeah.
That
The Germans
was
said the thing to Mexico saying, hey, you want to invade the U.S.? And we just went...
You went playing that game, buddy.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then we did the same thing to them in World War II to try and hit D-Day. It was they sent a message to try and hit from the north, hoping that most of the forces would pull to the north, and
I don't know. I just think that in the end,
it doesn't even
Hitler
matter.
would have fucked up.
Oh yeah.
So I
he
think,
would have probably had a heart attack from all the cocaine that he was on.
Because now that I think about it, if Hitler did just wipe the communists out, let's just say, and then they're like, all right, let's go to the and then like France, UK, all of the other countries, like we could have stopped.
Well, Italy was bowing out at one point, and then
Italy was bowing out. And here's my thing: if the Nazis won, and let's say the Japanese were doing really good, in the end, there's a whole show called "The Man in the High Castle." And it's about the Axis powers winning. And in like the first 2 seasons, there's like conversations between like Japanese officials and Nazi officials. They're like,
"Oh, you're talking? Isn't that the one where they take over the U.S. and they have it split?"
Mm. But like pretty much, they're like, "So remember how when we started this whole war, like the Nazis are like the superior race, and then the Japanese say they're the superior race. Like, so who's really the superior race?" And like the whole point of the show is them going to war, is the Japanese and the Germans going to war to see who is the actual superior race.
You speaking of like the U.S. being split up, remind me of another military movie, sort of. Red Dawn.
Oh, I love Red Dawn.
Good one.
Go figure.
Yeah,
Was
the
that
old one or the
with,
new one?
Was that Hemsworth in that?
Yeah, he was in
the new
later
one.
yeah.
That was not. No, that was the Koreans.
That was the Koreans. Yeah, that was when the Red
Well,
Scare
still,
was
just
the
remind
The
me
Koreans.
original one with Patrick Swayze was with the Russians.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's still communism.
Josh Peck was in the new one.
Yes, he
That's
was.
the only reason
Yes,
why
he
I remember
was.
that.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad movie.
No,
But the only thing I'd have to say is that ain't gonna
Wolverines.
fucking happen. First of all, look at the location of North Korea and the location of Washington D.C. Like in the original Red Dawn, when it was happening on the west coast of the United States,
Which
that
makes
made
sense.
sense
That
because
makes
that's where
sense,
Russia is. You're telling me that North Koreans
They flew over Europe or
Well, China
South
got a
Africa.
balloon across the United States.
That's a good point.
Well,
But
yeah, balloons
in the
all over.
movie, when they had all those planes and all those people, I'm like, so either way, they either had to come from the west over the whole United States and not have people from Texas and Kansas go.
I definitely see a red star on that.
Especially people in Texas, right?
I'm gonna shoot at that.
Let's go get that Toyota Hilux with the mounted gun on there.
Or if they went the other way through Europe, you don't think the Europeans would be like, so it kind of looks like they're heading your way, just letting you know. Okay.
And then
Yeah, I don't know if I
And the
fully
submarines
trust
up.
them.
Well, the
either.
thing is there. I don't believe that there would be any way for them to actually land troops in the U.S. either way, because we're bound to have ships on the harbors on
The
the
only
East Coast,
way-
West Coast, regardless. Tomahawk missiles can reach. I don't fucking know how far, but either way, radar's gonna pick them up way before they even land.
Well, they got the
And
laser
then-
guided systems now.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. All you need is a point. Is like a point.
You don't fuck
You
with
just see it.
America's Navy. Not one bit.
Part of
Their
me.
fighter jets.
So this is a big problem. So we've got all this tech now, and we don't use it but to fight farmers. I'm curious, man. Part of me is like, yeah, go to war real quick, just to see, because we've got so much shit.
Just a test run.
A ton of tech. You know, we're so advanced, supposedly, you know, but...
Just use it on the cartel.
Yes, we do definitely need to take care of Mexico.
It's a very
See,
rich
but that's
business.
the
They're
thing.
in Arizona. They've come up through the borders. They're operating in Arizona and
Sounds
probably
like
Texas.
Our current White
Administration.
House administration is going to fail a little bit.
In my opinion, honestly, if I was president, we're done. Like,
If I was
anything that's
president-
going on, nope, done.
I
Ukraine, done.
no.
You want you want aid? No. Figure it yourself out. We got
Blasting
homeless.
pipeline, back on business.
We got
Or whatever
homeless
it was.
problems here. We have infrastructure problems here.
We have enough problems.
We have enough problems here. So instead of wasting however much money we sent over to Ukraine,
$500 billion. I'm pretty
Somewhere
sure
around there.
is
That's
to
what
a
we've
country
sent.
that so if Taiwan
isn't really on our team.
No, if Taiwan was getting invaded, that makes sense for us to maybe help. We have a mutual agreement with them. They build a lot of our microchips
Taiwan
and
part
shit.
of NATO, or
No,
are
they're a part
neutral?
of...
Taiwan
they're-
is supposed to be neutral, but Taiwan is also supposed to be the capital of China. It's supposed to be the original. It's supposed to be a part of China, but it's supposed to be that was supposed to be the.
So back in-
leaders, I was pretty sure was where Taiwan was, and then while
Back in World War II,
Yeah.
there was the communists led by
Excuse me, sorry.
Mao Zedong, and then there was the other ones that were the nationalists. They pretty much paused it when the Japanese were fucking everything up, and then after that they were fighting, and the communists pushed them to Taiwan, and that's why Taiwan is a
the
democracy.
Republic, right? There is.
And then China is just like, no, we got this bitch, and then they start doing more shit. So
then Hong Kong was like the last bastion over there.
yeah, but that was controlled by the British until 1999.
Yeah.
But either way, like, in my opinion, I think it's kind of cool that we have bases all over the world, but it's not needed. It's not.
Well,
The only reason why we have bases in Japan is because of World War II. Same thing with Germany, same thing with Korea.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only reason why they're there. I think we need to have mutual agreements with the Japanese and the Koreans and our actual allies, like the Germans and the Polish and all these people. But do we need to keep constantly sending money and troops over there? For
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
Why are we sending them to Germany? Like, for instance, like, Weems went to Japan for years. Why?
well, that's just because.
Well, he was
we
doing
have-
firefighter type shit.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He actually was doing something, but, like, do it at home.
I don't know. I've been so funny enough. You say that about what you would do if you became president.
Mhm.
Last couple of days, I've literally just been like coming up with a speech in my head based on like what I would say if I was to ever like run for president, and it would be along the basis of like we have focused too much now on our own self preservation. We have
His.
mine. Yeah, it's empty. I put it up there. I said, but we need to turn our focus to new events. I was like, I point out the fact that we're on a floating ball in space. They could be hit by anything at any point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So my thoughts
Just
were
go into
to
hippie mode.
No, my thoughts were to hopefully stop the conflicts on the planet Earth as of now, and then to hopefully expedite and push forward space exploration and shit, technological innovation. That's what my running would be on, is based on technological innovation and getting us off of this rock. Because I think truly for us to continue on as a human species, we need to be able to be interplanetary, because 12,000 years ago, we got reset. I know you probably don't follow into that, but there's like theories currently about asteroidal impact that happened around 12,000 years ago when the population of the Earth was booming. There was intercontinental trade. There was languages that were spoken across the world. All people doing all these things, and then they got hit by rocks and floods and all this natural cataclysmic disasters that wiped people off the Earth.
But luckily there was a guy that built a big boat.
Restarted. And that's not even what I'm talking about.
I know.
I'm just simply, it's the Younger Dryas impact theory. Yeah. It's the most, for me, it's the most prevalent as far as where we come from as a human species and what happened. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of
time travel. Let's do it.
Both of you take a minute.
I'll go in the future, but I ain't going to the past.
Take a minute and watch. There's a series on Netflix called Natural Catastrophes, I think is what it's called, or something like that. But it's by Graham Hancock, and it's a documentary series going around the world. Yeah, we'll wrap it up soon. There's a documentary series.
I was letting you talk.
An hour and a half.
All right. So
continue your speech, Mr. President.
Oh yeah. So it's going across the world, finding all these structures that date back to 12,000 years or older, and it also goes over all of the different land structures. So there's a place called the Scab Lands in Washington, which is a huge place where it has a massive amount of water erosion that they believe came from the mile-thick sheets of ice that covered most of North America. Yeah, in which got struck by a comet and rapidly melted and created this huge lane of water erosion through that part. And there's places all over the world that have these same things. The Rishat structure, which was a lot of people think was Atlantis, or what Atlantis is described to be. Because not everybody believes that it was truly named Atlantis at that point in time, because translation... Well, 12,000 years worth of passing on these stories, because what was it, Plato? Plato was the first person that talked about Atlantis. And he got his information from Sauron, which was 4,000 years earlier.
The guy from the Lord of the Rings?
No. I don't. It might not be Sauron. It was somebody else with an S. But either way.
The big eye guy.
No. But he got his information from somebody that lived 4,000 years prior. I don't know. There's a lot of shit. And I'm more worried about the human history than fucking current history, where we're fighting about what fucking government is best, what gender you need to be, all this other shit.
So is that your main... So if you're president, that's your main...
No, I just was bringing that up. If I was president, I would be focusing on internal affairs in the United States and trying to better us, as well as relationships across the world.
Yeah. And
because regardless, there's minds everywhere that are going to be able to put forward any information to for the betterment of humanity. I don't know. I just really want spaceships, okay? Starships.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. If I was president, we're done with...
Once we colonize Mars, we can go back to war. I couldn't give a fuck. Right. We got another rock.
It's just, the whole...
Leave that for Elon.
Oh, no, trust me, if I was president, I'd be like, Elon, come on. You gotta get some shit out there, dude.
Chief of Space Exploration.
Yeah, exactly. You're head of Space Force.
What about you, Justin? Any main presidential keys that you have?
Basically, I would just worry about internal affairs.
Yeah. I think that's our main problem, because, sorry, don't care what's going on in Ukraine. They're not our ally.
I would set up
They're
a
just as worse
massive
as
spy
Russia.
network across the world, though, honestly. Just a massive espionage thing. We're trying to ring everybody in.
I would definitely abolish it.
Just kidding.
I would definitely abolish the FBI. the CIA, and every other government organization, hit reset, and let's try this again.
We're bringing
Try it
the
again.
Constitution back to where it needs to be.
Because my problem is that like when the whole IRS was saying that they're carrying guns now, I was like, for what? You're fucking tax people. What, are you gonna come in and break in my house and be like, "Where's my $2,000 check?" I'm like, "Fuck you." Not gonna happen.
You're gonna point it right back at you.
So I mean, you're disbanding those government institutions, and then you're gonna have to make new ones.
No,
because
they would still be a
have
thing.
to make
But
new
I would, because like one of
or
my
either restructure it.
Oh, and the
because
whole-
you need, the FBI is obviously internal affairs. That's Federal Bureau of Investigations. They handle
Well, then
everything
you need to
inside
limit
of our
their
borders.
powers.
100%.
That's a better way of
And
putting
then
it.
CIA is your external affairs. Those are the people that handle incidents and things outside of our borders. So you
Which is a
need
thing
CIA.
like I said, we don't need.
You need the CIA.
Yeah,
because
but we don't need it as big as it is.
No, we need the ability to
Mainly just
have main.
Yeah,
that's about it.
They're the ones that can go.
What is it? You need the CIA because you need to be able to know whether or not there's countries out there that are after you for whatever reason.
We already know.
Yes, of course. But so why I'm bringing this up is because you want to disband those, but those are information category, or those are information pathways that you're going to lose. You know, being able to handle things outside and inside of the border is important.
My problem is that there's situations where the CIA gets into things where
CIA is fucked.
I just feel like
Black sites and shit.
It'd be better to restart, especially after hearing like
I want an ethical military.
just unethical things that
Oh yeah.
people do in other countries that are just not needed. Like the UN, for instance, that's another thing. I'm like, sorry, I would make a whole new organization because like I don't give a fucking fuck about the UN. In my opinion, we should be really close to our friends, like our actual friends, and maybe we can actually have talks with other governments and countries because, like, for instance, in NATO too, you think I give a flying fuck what happens in Latvia? Sorry, but what does Latvia do for us? Like, if I was president, my main thing is that U.S. is first, and we need to have our allies because there's just a bunch of situations that are just not needed. If Sweden gets invaded, that sucks. Thanks for the shitty furniture. We'll send you aid, but I'm not going to send full-out military equipment and shit. My whole problem with NATO is that we're the people that's paying for everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
What do we fit? Like 50% of the bill, basically?
We pay for all the military bullshit. We pay for all the stays and all the... Like, we give weapons to everybody else and say, all right, let's do it. I'm like, no,
How come they get FN scars and we don't?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Or whatever, there we go.
And what's the whole situation?
MCX spears.
I'm tired of the whole thing of like, oh, the U.S. is just shitty. And they're bad and they don't do anything and yada yada. I'm like,
racist.
I'm just sitting there and just
Full
like,
of racist.
it's just crazy. And
The
like,
reason why I think we're the best country in the world is because I think we have a good grasp on ethics. We've been through a lot in 300 years.
Not even.
As a
250.
country. As a country, we've been through a lot. We've been through slavery. We've been through a revolutionary war to end slavery.
And I'm not saying that the U.S. was always perfect.
No, it's not. No country
Nothing's
ever
perfect.
will be. No country ever will be. It's
Switzerland.
well, even then, you know.
No, Switzerland's got
They have their own issues.
I tell you what, though, the U.S. does need to take over the cobalt mining facilities that are in the Congo.
I agree.
They're currently occupied by Chinese companies.
But here's the thing.
And those Chinese companies use the people of the Congo as slave labor to go and
But how would we
mine.
fix it?
How would we fix it?
Mm-hmm.
How would we fix it is by coming in and then offering them proper PPE and training to do those.
What is China going to do in this whole situation then?
China's currently forcing these people to dig and get toxic chemicals in their body.
Right, but if we go in...
If
we're
we
just
go
like,
in, they'll
hi,
go
China,
in. For
you
sure.
can leave now.
No, so here's the thing.
Well, I think the best way to do it is by stopping American companies from going overseas for cheaper labor.
That is true, but in one instance, there's only like certain resources that are coming from certain places in the world. So that's why I think that world trade and having the availability to negotiate and offer products or not products, but materials and trade to other countries, so that we can get certain things is important. I mean, until we are mining asteroids in the fucking Taurid meteor stream, we can't do anything.
So let me ask you guys.
We all need to work together is what I'm trying to say.
If we were to like get
Big
rid of
monkey
NATO,
doesn't like little monkey.
Yeah. If we get rid of like NATO or like get out of NATO, like who do you think our biggest partners should be
England for one.
Right.
I think it would just be not advantageous to not be allies with
And I think
our people.
And I think the
where we
UK
came
is
from.
fine with that.
Yeah.
Because one word, Brexit. They left the EU for a reason.
Yeah. So
Australia and New Zealand definitely.
Australia and New Zealand and Japan. I mean, we have close relations with a lot of different countries, and I think Japan would.
See,
be
and that's
more
the problem
than-
with NATO is that NATO is just Europe, and then Canada and the U.S. If Australia
Japan,
gets
right?
No,
Japan's not a part
no
of
Asian
NATO?
countries.
Well, Japan doesn't have a military. They're not allowed to have a military. Neither is
Just
Germany.
Right, they have a defense
They
force.
have a defense force, yes.
But they're
so
still like
would
the
that
top of the
would
world.
that not mean that they're not able to join NATO because they don't
No,
have
they
a
are.
technical military? No, okay.
When NATO first started, it was West Germany, and then after the communists fell, and then East Germany was allowed to join, and then they just made it Germany. But like my thing is, we need to focus on our actual friends. Like, I'm sorry, but like even Turkey right now, because Sweden is trying to join NATO right now, and Turkey's like, no, that's just more fucking money that they're not going to spend on shit. Which, side note, I don't even know why Turkey's a part of NATO. What does the Turkish do for us?
Turkish, they give out
Baklava?
terrorists to cells and shit.
You've had baklava though.
No, I haven't.
You've never had baklava?
I haven't tried it yet.
Side note, it's a Turkish dish. It's like a dessert. It's so fucking good.
You can get it places that sell shawarma.
Yeah.
All
right.
I don't know, but
maybe we can
food
talk,
for thought.
We can definitely talk more about our presidential runs.
Oh,
in the next
100%.
episode.
Good lead off.
The presidential
Write that
episode.
Yeah.
What do? We write down our freaking speeches, our campaign speeches.
Yeah.
Be like, who do you want to vote for?
I forget to upload videos. You want me to write down a presidential?
No, but I don't know. I think bottom line, relations need to be across across the
Obama.
continents. Barack Obama.
Okay, any final words, Justin?
No, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Decent. Talked about a lot of stuff.
Carly, as usual, is just sitting there and just shaking her head.
Yep.
Right,
Sorry.
Carly?
Any medical things you want to tell us?
He's playing Clash Royale.
No, she's playing Sudoku.
No, I'm not.
Sudoku?
I was.
All right. Well, this was 2.5 Beards. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.